Never chase after his attention. Do these feminine shifts instead. Now, in order to get a man to chase and pursue you, you're going to need to use a little feminine magic, a little feminine magnetism to pull him to you rather than you having to pursue him, so that you can have a loving, committed relationship with a man that you're crazy about without loneliness, frustration, or men losing interest, pulling away, and rejecting you. So we're going to be going deeper into how to avoid that and create the relationship you want in this powerful training. I'm Brody Boyd, if you don't know me already, and together with my wife, Antia, for over 20 years combined, we've been helping thousands of successful women all over the world to create an incredible, loving, romantic relationship. So let's go ahead and dive right into these powerful principles. The first feminine shift to make a man chase you is graceful gestures. So when you're out or when you're with a man, practice cultivating gracefulness in your motions and movements. From something simple as the way you hold your hands and how you talk with your hands, trying to bring some grace and feminine flow into your movements, or in the way you walk, the feminine sway of the hips or the gracefulness, like you're just enjoying yourself. It's like you're moving through a pool of the most delicious chocolate, hot cocoa that you've ever drank. So it's like that kind of feminine pleasure that you're bringing into your movements is a very powerful way to magnetize a man towards you. The second feminine shift to make a man chase you is a harmonious heart. And this means cultivating within your heart the openness to receive. Now, you may have had bad relationships in the past, things that hurt you, heartache that has caused you to close your heart with trust issues and wanting to protect yourself. Now, the problem with this is as long as your heart is closed, it's going to be very difficult for a man to feel connected to your heart. And it will be scary and it will feel vulnerable. And oftentimes it takes courage to be willing to open up and go first and to trust and say, yes, I want to receive love and I'm going to open my heart to this person. It doesn't mean you have to open your heart to everybody, but opening your heart to the person that you have felt an intuition to open up to and being willing to let him see your heart and see who you really are so that he can feel connected to you and ultimately feel like this is a relationship where he can feel safe also to open up his heart and have that heart exchange together. The third feminine shift to make a man chase you is empathetic ears. And this means listening to him deeply from a place of trying to understand him before you try to get the understanding from him. So this means asking powerful questions such as, how are you feeling? Why are you feeling that way? What do you want? Trying to get deeper to the core of who this man is. What drives him? What does he really crave? What does he really desire? What are his needs? What are his unmet needs? What are his fears? What are his desires and longings? So asking these powerful questions is a way to cultivate this empathy within yourself and listen so that you can actually be able to meet his needs, be able to find how you guys can have this harmonious relationship together rather than just coming to the relationship trying to get from him. The fourth feminine shift to make a man chase you is cultivating a nurturing nature. This means tapping into the part of yourself that is your feminine nurturing energy. A great way to do this is to imagine that you're holding his heart in your hands. You're holding his heart and you're protecting it and you're nurturing it and you're helping his heart to grow stronger and to grow more powerful and to be safe, to feel safe. Now, by doing this is going to expand his heart and allow him to feel that deep sense of nurturing love. He's going to want to overflow and give that love to you as well and protect your heart. And oftentimes you have to go first, unfortunately, in relationships. We go first with our courage, with our nurturing energy, and that compels the other person to give back. Of course, if he's not, then you may not be in the right relationship and you may need to set some boundaries around that. But bringing out that nurturing nature within yourself where you can bring the care and love and protection to his heart is going to make him fall deeply in love. The fifth feminine shift to make a man chase you is intuitive insight. This means tapping into your feminine intuition, trusting your gut. Now, if you're uncertain what to do with a man, if you should go closer, if you should open your heart to him, if you should set a boundary, if he's the right man for you, try to listen in to your gut and your heart. What is your gut and your heart telling you? Not your girlfriends, not the TV, not some book that you read, but what is your heart and your gut really telling you that you should do? Should you lean in? Should you lean back out? Should you have that tough conversation? Should you wait perhaps a little bit? And tapping in that feminine intuition is really powerful because what it does is it compels a masculine man to be saying, hey, I need to become the protector and provider, and I want to initiate more in this relationship. So I fulfill my side of the bargain, and she's going to provide this beautiful, feminine, intuitive creativity in our relationship to help guide us, what we should be doing to create ideas and to have a vision for your relationship as well, coming from that intuitive feminine place. The sixth feminine shift to make a man chase you is a tender touch. This means that when you touch him, touching him in a way that is tender, that is showing him through your touch that how much you care, that you are nurturing, that you are protecting, that you are bringing that feminine energy into the very way that you maybe throw your arms around his shoulders or put your arm around him, or if you're caressing his arm while you're cuddling together. Physical touch is one of the top love languages for most men, and the way you can demonstrate that feminine energy within yourself with him is often through your touch, and the way that you can be tender with him and hold him so that he feels, and the little boy inside of him, the innocent part of him, can feel safe and feel like this is almost like being back in that childhood innocence where he can just allow himself to be himself, and he feels safe with that he is nurtured, protected, provided, at least his heart is, by you and by the tenderness you bring to the relationship. The seventh feminine shift to make a man chase you is a feminine finesse. And this means looking at and evaluating yourself, your appearance, and your style. Now, if you had to rank yourself or rate yourself on a scale of one side being the most masculine human you could possibly imagine, Rambo, Arnold Schwarzenegger, soldier, and then on the other side you have this, ballerina, cheerleader, princess, most feminine person you can possibly imagine. Where do you fall on that scale, and how you typically dress, how you feel about yourself? Now, it's not about judging yourself, but it's looking at how could you perhaps bring yourself more to the feminine flow side of things, where you're dressing in a way where you feel feminine, where you feel attractive, whether that's bringing in more feminine clothing, feminine colors, flows, ways that you dress, that you're feeling like you're bringing out that attractive feminine energy within yourself, expressing it first for yourself and then for others. It's a very powerful thing to look at, the fashionable finesse that you can bring in that'll cause men to just, whoa, they just do a double take because they can just sense that feminine energy, even just from how you present yourself to the world. The eighth feminine shift to make a man chase you is a serene spirit. Now, I've heard from many men, one of the most powerful things that makes a man feel like this is the woman for me, this is a woman I could fall in love with, spend my life with, is a sense of peace and serenity. Now, what this means is when you're in a connection with him, when you're on a date, when you're hanging out, that you're avoiding things like criticizing, trying to control him, trying to one-up him in some way or compete with him. You're bringing more of that peace to the relationship, that joy. And it means finding also the peace within yourself, where you're able to relax into the process, not trying to set an agenda for the relationship and where should we be going and why aren't you doing this and what is this. It's more like enjoying the process of the relationship, detaching from the outcome, to allow yourself to find that sense of peace and to be able to bring that sense of peace to the relationship, which will be very magnetic. And it doesn't mean having the tough conversations, which you need to have at the right moments, but in general, it's looking at how can you also enjoy yourself in the relationship and allow that feminine expression within that container. The ninth feminine shift to make a man chase you is a vibrant vitality. Now, this means bringing that sense of life back into yourself and into your relationship, filling your cup up before you come to the relationship. So not coming to the relationship just trying to get from him and give me some love and give me some connection and give me some validation, but more that you're taking care of yourself, you're getting your own needs met as much as possible, that you are really loving your life and finding things to be excited about in your life, social life, girlfriends, hobbies, activities, so that when you come to the relationship, you're coming to the relationship with a sense of vibrancy, a sense of life. Rather than being drained, you're coming in with a full cup that can give to him. Of course, you need to be able to receive as well, and it doesn't mean that you're not getting anything back from the relationship. But when you bring that sense of vitality, you inspire him to also bring that sense of vitality to the relationship, and it allows you to not be just coming to the relationship trying to get, and instead you can actually be the light. You can be the source, the flame that attracts the moths, which is very attractive to any person. The 10th feminine shift to make a man chase you is a playful poise. This means tapping into the playfulness within you, the ability to have fun in a relationship. Now, this was one of the most powerful shifts for me when I was dating, that when I shifted from trying to control the relationship, trying to get a girl's phone number, trying to get her to like me, take things to the next level, instead focusing on having fun and enjoying myself in the connection, that unlocked a lot of connections that I wouldn't have had, that I didn't have before. And I believe that's true for any person. When you can be in a relationship and allow yourself to have fun, the affirmation that I used to use was just have fun, just have fun. It allows you to commit to the process more and detach from the outcome, and allow yourself to enjoy the process and enjoy connecting with a man and be playful and have fun and tell jokes and goof around a bit, so that he can feel that sense of playfulness and joy and become addicted to those emotions that he links to the relationship that he would never want to leave or risk losing. And so he'll continue to pursue you and tap back into the relationship over and over again. Now, as you can see, feminine energy is more of an art than a science. It's going to be important for you to practice these principles, to go back to this video if needed, and practice them in your daily life, not just when you're with a man, but when you're in your house, maybe dancing sensually in front of a mirror, or when you're with girlfriends, allowing yourself to relax and have fun and tap into that sense of peace, or again, filling your own cup and taking a bubble bath, or eating your favorite meal while reading your favorite book and listening to your favorite music at the same time, so that you're filling yourself up with this joyful energy, this sense of feminine flow that you can then bring out to all areas of your life and attract men naturally wherever you go, so it doesn't have to feel like you're doing a task or work. Next, if you haven't yet, make sure to take our free love quiz to get a loving, long-term, and committed relationship without loneliness, frustration, or emotionally unavailable men by going to getlovequiz.com, getlovequiz.com, or go ahead and click on the link in the description or comments below this training. And I hope this was helpful. I look forward to talking to you more in our next powerful trainings. Much love, and enjoy and be your best feminine self. Bye-bye.